Here, I would walk round here, up just 3 or 4 steps onto my veranda here, which is where I used to sit and drink my gin and tonics on an evening like this and watch the world go by. My name's Kevin Jordan. Back in November 2023, living here, we had a pretty mediocre storm. It wasn't much, none of us thought much about it. Yet that night it really came up hard. The next morning I woke up to find a large lump of the dune in front of me had disappeared, gone. It was then that a day or so later that I had a knock on the door in the evening from someone from Great Yarmouth Borough Council, our local authority, handing me a written notice that I must leave my property, give it to them so they could knock it down. And I had 7 days to get my life together and move out. Of course, there's no compensation, there's no payments, nothing. You get nothing, you lose everything. Before I'd moved in there, I had actually worked in the marine environment, and so I had quite a lot of colleagues in the business still. And I approached the hydrographers and the marine surveyors to give me a prognosis of the erosion up that part of the mountains where I lived. And they went away, they'd done their sums, they looked at their maps, and they all came back and said, you've got about between 80 and 100 years there. So I thought, that's fine, that'll see me out. Here, my kitchen was at the back here. And along here was all my kitchen. And over here was my bathroom and toilet. And over there was another bedroom. In the summer before I was told to get out, I was approached by Save Hemsley Coastline if I would like to join in with a partnership with Friends of the Earth, who were attempting to bring a case against the UK government. They were applying for a judicial review into the government's National Adaptation Programme that they brought out that year. Friends of the Earth had deemed that it was woefully inadequate. It didn't go anywhere near what they should have done.
What we're seeing at the moment is, in this area where we are just now, is how close these dunes are to actually being overtaken by the approaching sea. You can see that we are only maybe 2 meters above the beach level here. So when the tide comes in and we get a storm, it could go through here. It'll enter down here and flow into this valley, which is an area of special scientific interest. Everything in here will be then killed because it can't withstand salt water. And as you can see, the other side of the valley, it's just rows of houses. And once this dune has eroded through, there's nothing to stop it now attacking the dune on the other side, and they'll be under risk again.
Last summer we actually went to court at the High Court in London, and it was a 2-day case and we lost. We then applied to appeal that decision and we were refused the appeal. So now, this year, we have submitted our appeal to the European Court of Human Rights in Strasbourg. Whereas you've seen the views here, I used to look out at the sea on my veranda, watching the world go by, watching the ships, watching the wildlife, sipping my gin and tonic, drinking my beers, enjoying my retirement. Now I look out of tiny windows at other people's windows. I actually lay in bed at night, not being able to hear the sea. It's gone. I'm resigned to the fact that that has gone. I no longer have hope.